All right, welcome guys. So today we're going to be talking about Event Hawk. What is it? Why is everybody talking about it? And what it can do for you guys. And let's get right to it here. I'm making my face a little smaller. So we're going to be talking about what is Event Hawk, why it's so popular, and flat out give you guys an opportunity to roast Event Hawk and all the issues you guys potentially have with it. Some of you guys are like, "What are you talking about?" But you know, we're in this industry. We're like a very tight-knit family, and sometimes something new comes up, and we're like, "Man, what is this? You know, why is this trying to take over?" So if anybody's got some comments or something about what we're doing, I'd really love the feedback, love to hear it, and we'll do it live. So won't be I won't have like a prepared response for you guys. This is going to also be an evaluation of the typical customer journey and how Event Hawk affects that, and then we're going to have some live testimonials and a Q&A in the end. We're going to have a Zoom in the end, and I'm going to have a great, incredible offer for anybody who's not using Event Hawk that you guys are not going to believe, and it's going to be just through this weekend. So stick around for that in the end. As always, any questions you guys have, put them in the comments. I will do my best to answer them during the video. If not, I will kind of come back to you guys later on. So jumping right into it, who is this for? Party rental company owners. We're all in the party rental business. That's who this is for. Anybody who wants more bookings and conversions, not just clicks, right? You have traffic on your website, but you want more calls and bookings and sales from that traffic, right? You have you want to run your company full time. You have a part-time job, and you know you've been doing this part-time for a while. You really want to take your company to that next level, get a warehouse, and do this full time. And dare I say, if you got to be open-minded and willing to try something new. If you're here just for the popcorn, just for the show, then you won't really learn much, but enjoy. So my goal with all this is to really widen your horizons, give you guys an idea of what else is out there. That's really the biggest thing that I've realized. This industry, coming to it, there's so much that we don't do. We're just kind of really good at what we do, and we just kind of stick to doing what works. But there are things that a lot of the Fortune 500 companies are doing that we bring to the table. And quick introduction on me, if you guys don't, whoever hasn't seen any of my videos before, my wife and I own Bounce Miles Party Rentals out of south side of Chicago. And I founded Event Hawk and My Ad Academy and Event Professional Marketing. I'm a full-time marketer. So Event Professional Marketing LLC is my digital marketing agency. That's what I do full-time. My wife runs the Bounce House side. And I'm an educator. I'm a college professor at a local community college. I guess that doesn't count. But I love what I do. I've been in school most of my life, so I'm always learning and teaching. That's just kind of what I do. And I think that's really helped with this because I've brought so much to the industry from outside because I legit love to learn. So let's jump right into it. What is Event Hawk? Well, let's tell you what it does. It is hands down the quickest and most effective way to grow your party rental industry, your party rental company, and it's guaranteed. So how can I say guaranteed? What, the video? Anybody having trouble with the video? Sounds coming in and out a lot. Okay, I'm going to, I don't have the Zoom link yet. Let me try a mic on here. 1 second. So I'm going to plug in a mic.
Insurance is clear. Everything is clear.
It's clear for you? All right, 1 second. All right, tell me if this is better, guys. Is the sound better now? I don't use this mic often. I'll wait to get some feedback. Is it better now? Okay, Liz, is it better now with the voice? All right, cool. Sorry, guys. All right, so going on. How can we guarantee that Event Hawk is going to get you more bookings and it's going to be the quickest way? Well, I always tell people you want to look for the 2 R's, results and reviews. Those are the 2 big things. If any company you're going to work with has results and reviews, then that's who you want to go with. If they got that, then they're worth their weight in gold. Just don't even ask questions. So not saying that about me, but that's what we want to look at. When you're on Amazon, that's what you look for. That's what you should look for with everything else, especially when you're hiring somebody. So these are just some reviews from some recent people who signed up for Event Hawk. I took away their names because they love Event Hawk so much they don't want their competitors to use it. So I said, all right, I'll remove your names. But 15 bookings by Monday. Last week I only had 11. The week before that 9. The week before that 7. So now they got 21 bookings, up from 7 bookings a week. Score, made a sale with Event Hawk. Fees are paid for the next few months. Sorry, Tariq, I'm gonna need you to stop talking about Event Hawk and other groups. This system has given me a chance to land customers I probably would not have landed because of easy communication. I just had a 2-day text thread and a phone call, closed a new customer, 50% conversion rate, coming back on track. So there's the review. So let's show you guys some actual results. These are ERS clients. One of them might be a duplicate, same client, but you get the idea. Sorry. This is 1 hour ago, 1 hour in for the first message, and she booked $754 sale. What is that worth to you? That's what you got to ask yourself. $754 for one sale in 1 hour, right? So what is that worth? That's 1 hour in the off season. Another $354 sale, $645 sale. This is all happening through Event Hawk immediately. I don't need to tell you guys, our industry is not that kind. If you're doing something wrong, they're going to put you on blast. So these people aren't being nice to me for no reason. They're paying me and they're being nice to me. So that's definitely a plus. So what does Event Hawk do exactly? It helps you get more bookings from your website traffic. I want to clarify that it does not get you more traffic. That's just not how it works. It's designed to get you more bookings from the traffic, but it will not generate more traffic. Traffic, that's where your SEO is for. That's where your Google ads, your Facebook, your all that other stuff, that's where you get the traffic. If you're a company that just started yesterday with 4 bounce houses and you just got a new website, it's going to be a slower start. You can't expect to have these results. It'll help, but I just want to clarify that. So how exactly does it work? Well, your website without Event Hawk, there's a sales barrier, okay? People have questions. They're distracted. They're confused. There's overwhelm, hesitation, frustration. That's why the average conversion rate is 1%. 1 to 5% if you're lucky. These are not numbers that I made up. Google it. That's a good conversion rate is 5%. The people have questions, right? They have questions and they're not able to go ahead and get those questions answered. Those questions are. Hold on one second. Let me put the Zoom link in here. A lot of people are complaining about the sound. Sorry, guys. So you guys can join in on the Zoom as well. I'm doing it on both. So I just put the Zoom link in the comments. You guys can go ahead and join there. That might be a little bit clearer voice. Sorry, guys. Disaster. Moving on. So with Event Hawk, you have the potential to get a conversion rate of 20% and more because we get rid of that barrier. That's the goal. Why do we get rid of it? Because again, so that's how we know it works. Let me show you guys how exactly it works. First of all, it's compatible with all major websites. If we're talking ERS, Inflatable Office, Bouncy Castle Network, any WordPress website. We even had 2 RepMaster people sign up like a week ago. I didn't even know what RepMaster was, but it's like a really old software. It's like an oldie but a goodie, like they say. So yeah, if it works, I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't know if it's going to work with RepMaster, but it did. It works pretty much with all major websites. And what most people know about Event Hawk is that it's a chat widget, right? Everybody's like, well, Event Hawk's a chat widget. I already have a chat widget, and that's what Event Hawk is. That's one part of it. We do offer a chat widget, but believe it or not, a lot of people don't use our chat widget. They like Talk. So let's talk about Talk. That's kind of where this comes in. This is just like Talk. Why do I need Event Hawk? It's a lot like Talk. I can do this on my own, and that's pretty much what we've been hearing, and I get it. Now, let me tell you, a big reason where Event Hawk was brought in is because of Talk. I hated Talk. The thing dings all day. You think you're making money. You think you're going to get sales. But these people, they have to stay on your website to talk to you. With Event Hawk, they don't have to stay on your website. We text them. Okay, we text them automatically for you so that they can text you back from their phone. They can leave your website. They can go and do what they got to do. Go on Facebook. Go drive their kids. They don't have to sit there and wait on the computer for you to respond. How many times when you use Talk, you type up this long response and then you send it and then they're gone. It stinks. So it does do some of the things that Talk does. We have the chat widget, but it also combines a bunch of apps from the internet. I'm not a developer. I didn't come up with Event Hawk. We found things that work for different industries. We brought them together and we customized them for the party rental industry, and that's what Event Hawk does. It offers auto texting, pop-ups. It's got templates that book. I have a background in sales. I used to be a telemarketer. Okay, I worked for Sears Holdings. I used to sell the warranties on their appliances. So I got hung up on a lot. So I learned how to keep people on the phone, and that's helped me amazingly for my rental business when I was selling. But I was now able to create templates for Event Hawk users and use it. I think most importantly, the thing that we take for granted is that when you have something that's custom made for your industry, it's going to work better than anything else. Think about like ERS and Inflatable Office and BCN. What if you guys use a different booking system that was not made for the industry? Let me see. Somebody says the Zoom link isn't working. Sheesh. Did I send you guys the wrong link? Hang on. Oh, you know what? I sent you guys the wrong link. I'm terrible. Sent you my personal room. All right. Sorry, guys. Here is the right link. All right. Here's the right link. Sorry. Boom. All right, try that. We got 9 people in the Zoom right now, so you guys can join them already. So I just posted the right one. Terrible, terrible. All right, let me get my face over here again. And back on track. Okay, so again, most importantly, the Event Hawk is made for the party rental industry. It's made with you guys in mind. And we have a user group that's specifically for you guys. Our Facebook group is so awesome. It is so lively. People are always sharing suggestions and how to make more money. I mean, that's the whole purpose of Event Hawk. Your booking software is going to help you get, organize your bookings. It gives you the option for people to book online. But our sole purpose is to get you more bookings. And that's really the major difference. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. Just wanted to share you guys, we only launched a couple months ago, and these are just some of the companies that have already signed up with us, and notice what they all have in common. They're all part of your industry. They're all part of your family. They all do exactly what you guys do. And this is not even all of them, right? So we have, I think 5 of these right now, and we had so many people sign up still that we didn't get on here. I love making these. I love seeing all you guys together, and that's exactly what we do it for. So when you have something like that, I think it's super awesome because it's made for you. So let's talk about the customer journey, okay? Let's talk about your customer's journey and where Event Hawk falls in that. So let's meet Sally. Sally is your typical customer, okay? Let me just make sure you guys are all good in the Zoom. No problems? Okay, cool. So Sally is your typical customer. Sally is busy. She's a mom. She's got cooking, cleaning, work. She's got to take care of the kids. And she's busy, so she's planning a party, and we're gonna see kind of where she goes, what steps she takes, and where Event Hawk comes in and how that helps. And you guys are really gonna start to understand why it's so important. So this is a typical website, okay? Typical ERS website. We're on the website. Sally wants a water slide, and she sees some great looking slides. They all look awesome. Now she's here. What options does Sally have right now? Sally can add to cart and book right now. Or she can get more info, right? Most of the time they're going to get more info. They're not ready to add to cart. But even then, after you get more info, you're still left with that add to cart. And for me to add to cart, I have to be ready, okay? What if I want to talk to my husband? What if I want to ask some questions? What if I'm not sure what time I need it? What if I'm not sure if I have the right size? I have all these questions, and for that reason, your conversion rate is probably around 1%. So this is where Sally gets stuck. This is where most people leave, right? And if you guys are tracking your statistics in Google Analytics, you'll find that most people don't even make it past the homepage. 50% you lose them on the homepage. So what do we offer? What's our solution? Well, we tried different things. We tried all kinds of banners and stuff, but that, I'm gonna move this here. So that infamous pop-up here is what we found to work really well. So Sally is on the website here. This does not want to move. Okay, so let's go back real quick. So she's on the website. All of a sudden, she sees a pop-up. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. Really, really think about this, okay? You want to buy a dolly, or you want to buy a bounce house, or you want to buy a TV, okay? But you're not ready to do it now. You're going to do it maybe next year. Right now, it's not the time, okay? You see a pop-up like this, and it says there's a flash sale going on, and you're like, well, I'm not really in the market now. I'm just browsing, all right? But if you're ready to buy, like Sally is, if you have a date in mind, if you know that it's coming up, you would be out of your mind not to click that, because it's not asking you for your credit card number. It's not asking you for any kind of big commitment. It's just saying, hey, check out our sale. So let's go ahead and talk about that. So this is where we get the big question. Why the heck are you giving people discounts? I hate discounts. Why do we need discounts? Why are you offering them to them? So this is where, again, I'm going to be totally upfront with you. You don't have to offer discounts to use Event Hawk. I'm all about data. I've done research. I've tried different things. The discounts is what I found to work the best. Okay, yeah, so just making sure everybody's good in the Zoom, loud and clear. So the discounts, what I want, it's not really a discount. The promotional offers is what we found to work to the best. You don't have to use them. We have people who use Event Hawk that don't use it the way most people use it. They just use it for other features, and that's fine. As an educator, I would be wrong of me to just offer you this tool and say, here you go, do what you want with it, without telling you exactly how I recommend you use it based on my research. I love this family. I love this industry. And this is what, I mean, nothing makes me happier than seeing you guys succeed. So I'm going to share that with you guys. And the data shows that the promotion is what's going to get the most traffic. But it's called a funnel. It's not about the promotion. It's a funnel. And a promotion is how you get people in the funnel. Having a promotional offer is how we get people in the funnel. Right? It's not about the discount. It's not about watering down your prices or your value. It's about getting people into the funnel. Okay. Now, a lot of you guys are like, what the heck's a funnel? Or you maybe generally know what a funnel is. A sales funnel determines the steps that people take on their way to a purchase. A sales funnel determines the steps that visitors take on their way to a purchase. Without a sales funnel, your website is a maze. They can click so many different things, and there's so many different ways to make it to the middle, okay? There's not just one way. They can add to cart, they can contact you first, they can look around and leave and come back. You have no control of the steps that they take. A funnel puts you in control of the customer journey. It lets you exactly set the steps that need to be taken for a booking to happen. And once you have that control, you can see where the problems are, where people are getting stuck in your funnel. That's very important. And that's why, I mean, you can go years with a 1% conversion rate and never do anything about it because you just don't know. You're like, Tariq, I'm making more money every year. Every year I'm getting a 10% increase or whatever. Well, the amount that you're getting is 1% of what you could be getting, right? And we all know how much money we made last year. We all know how many bookings we got, but not all of us know exactly how many we missed. We don't know our conversion rate. That's a number that most people don't pay attention to. So who else uses funnels? And why am I so big on this whole funnel thing? This whole funnel thing is used by literally every successful Fortune 500 company. You have Nike. They have their promotions and stuff to get you in the funnel. Netflix has their free 30 days. Amazon even has some kind of free when you sign up for Amazon Prime. Dealerships, holy moly, dealerships. All they do is promotion, promotion, promotion. Why? Because they know that their salesmen are sharks. They know as long as they can get you on the lot that you're not walking out without a car. Good chance. So they just need to get you through the door, right? IAPA. Why do we all wait all year to go to IAPA? Is IAPA, are all the manufacturers idiots? No, they know that this is how they get us through the door. They get us, once we see their quality, all you guys saw last year, people blasted talking about, man, I'm jump orange for life, or I'm easy for life, or leisure, or this or that. Why? Because they have a funnel. They got people in the door. They know that as soon as we experience their vinyl, as soon as we see how smooth their zippers are, or how little water their water slides hold, or how thin and light they are, and how easy they are to roll up, we're going to be like, man, I'm never buying from anybody else. They get us in. Yeah, maybe they lose a couple bucks on the first time, but because their experience is so great, we're never going to go with anybody else. Ideally, theoretically, but that's why people do it. Even Apple does not have to give nothing to nobody. Apple launched a new product recently. What did Apple launch? They launched Apple TV. Okay, Apple TV. Nobody used Apple TV. Nobody jumped on Apple TV. So what did Apple do? They offered some kind of $50 promotion, $50 gift card if you sign up for Apple TV. Why did they do that? Because they know that if you can experience Apple TV, you're going to realize that, wow, TV is way better with Apple. I don't need Netflix. I just want to stick to Apple. I haven't tried it, but that's the idea of a funnel. So we are strong, and that's why it works so well. Who else uses pop-ups? Here's some other major companies that use pop-ups. I don't like these exit intent pop-ups. We've tried them. They don't work really well. They just didn't. But that's an option. So just wanted to show you guys some examples of some major companies that are using pop-ups as well. It's not a new thing. I wish I invented the pop-ups. I wish I invented this whole funnel thing, but it's not. It's classic stuff that everybody else uses in our industry. It's just we're just so behind on this stuff. So let's talk about the pop-up. The pop-up can be customized to how it looks and how it works. Okay, these are just some examples of some pop-ups that people have created. It is so easy. We make it so easy for you guys to customize and create these pop-ups. Most of these people made. I'm the least creative person out there. And this is easy. You just pick a color. It's super easy to customize, and really anybody can do it. But you can match it to your color scheme. You can put some kind of detail in it, and it catches attention, right? You can also pick from 20 different kinds of pop-ups and floating bars to choose from. Most of you guys see the same pop-up on every Event Hawk site. It's because it works. I've tested a bunch of them, and that one got me the most bookings. But we have, some people are big on, I don't like how annoying it is. I want a floating bar on mobile instead. So like you can have a floating bar kind of like this, where it just kind of floats at the bottom of your website, right? We have that. We have a ton of different pop-ups for you to choose from. I'm always going to tell you which one brings in the most bookings from my experience and from my data. From there, the tool is yours. You can do whatever you want with it. And again, we have people who just refuse to kind of do what everybody else is doing, and good for them. Another thing I want to emphasize is we have different types of pop-up display triggers. You can have the pop-up display after 2 seconds. You can have exit intent pop-ups. I love when people say, "Oh, I hate Event Hawk because it's not exit intent." You can't have the pop-up show up when they're about to leave. Yes, we can. It's just it does not work as well as a delay. And just real quick, as I rant here, the exit intent pop-ups are the ones where when you're trying to leave the website, then it pops up. Again, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. For us, it just didn't. So you can set the pop-up to exit intent. So where you're leaving, you can set the pop-up to even when you're scrolling. So you can show the pop-up so that only when they scroll down far enough in the page, then you can go ahead and show them the pop-up. And Audra asks an excellent question. Can you do a different pop-up on desktop and mobile? Absolutely. And a lot of people do that where they have a bigger pop-up on desktop and a smaller pop-up on mobile. That's totally fine. You can do that. We give you all the tools and it's up to you how to use them. So you can set where the pop-up shows up, when it shows up, and how often it shows up. We will always recommend settings to you, but it's up to you what you do from there. So once they click the pop-up, what happens? Well, they just go to a form, they fill it out. Well, we give you these forms that you guys can customize. So you can have a short form like this to get more people to fill it out. Or if you have a lot of people with tents, they want a longer form. They want more information. So you can easily customize these forms. And either way, I mean, we help you design them. I mean, once you sign up, it comes with these two forms already, one for tents and one for everything else. And if you want others, it's very easy to make. I just had a guy today, he said, I want to add an extra field on it. He just added in, no problem. So once they fill that out, they go to your promotions page. Now, again, you don't have to offer promotions, but you just need something to bait them in. You need something to get them in through the door. I found that saying flash sale works best, right? Think about any one of you guys. If it's something that you guys want and you see a flash sale, you're going to click it. That does not make you a bad person. That does not make you a cheapskate. It doesn't make you a bad customer. You're just somebody who's like, oh, okay, great. I want this product. I see a deal for this product. Why would I pay full price if I can get a deal, right? You get them into the funnel. Now, once they're in the funnel, you have, once they get in, now you can show them your offer. So I just want to show you guys some of the promotions that people are offering. Some people are doing 50% off the second day, as little as $5 off the rental. Some people don't even do promotions at all. They'll just show the packages, okay? They'll just take them after they fill out the form, after they click the pop-up, fill out the form, they take them to the packages page, right? And they're like, well, here's our current specials. Fine, that works. At the end of the day, what I'm gonna show you next is it doesn't really matter what you offer because most of the time they don't even use it. Most people have something so specific in mind. Even when you offer money off, for some reason, they just don't use it unless it's something significant. Some people even upcharge on packages. Some people have packages where if you buy, if you get a water slide and a cotton candy machine separately, it costs less than if you pick one of their packages and they make more money on the pop-ups. I mean, that's on you. So you guys can do whatever it is that you want. You can send them to any page that you want after they fill that out, but you just got to keep your promise. You don't have to offer a promotion. You could say, get a free quote. Like if you're doing tents, you just say, get a free quote. That's good enough for a lot of people. You could say, get our brochure, get our 2021 catalog. You can say whatever you want and see what that works. Everything that we do, you can test and see the results and see the data, see the hard numbers so that you can make data-driven decisions rather than opinion-driven decisions. And that's huge. So once Sally sees, we're going to go back to Sally. Sally sees your promotions page, okay? What happens most of the time, what every Event Hawk user will tell you, you're not going to find one Event Hawk user that's going to tell you, oh my God, everybody's using my coupons. My coupons are going left and right. They're booking. I'm losing so much money. They don't use the coupons. They screenshot them and they leave, and then they go on with their lives. They just leave. They just do. It's usually not significant enough for them to be like, oh my God, I get $5 off on a book right now. No, it's what you know and what I know is that there are things that are more important than money to most people, and a big thing of that is reassurance. They still don't feel reassured. They still have questions, and that's why they don't book. What kind of questions they have? They're not sure, again, do they need a generator? Okay, Sally doesn't know if she needs an extension cord. Does she have one, or are you going to bring one? What time are you going to deliver? Okay, if you're doing 4-hour rentals and my party is from 1 to 5, what if I need you to deliver at 12? I don't want you to be setting up when my guests are here. I want you to deliver at 12. How much do I got to pay you extra for that extra hour? Well, most of the time it's nothing. We're going to set up before your event anyway, but she doesn't know that. Okay. What kind of reviews do you have? She's going to leave and check reviews and probably forget which site she was on. What kind of price are you having? Should she price shop? So Sally leaves and she goes about her day. But then after she does that, something interesting happens, right? So she clicked the pop-up, she filled out the form, she saw your coupon, she screenshotted them, and then what happens? She gets a text. Sally gets an automated text message from you. Okay, we take care of that for you. The hardest part about this whole thing is having to sit there and call people right away or text them or email them right away. So we take care of that initial contact for you. You can automate as much of it as you want. So what does the text say? It says, well, hey, Sally, this is Kim with TK's Jumps. And obviously this is all customizable. You were on our site looking at party rentals, and I wanted to first check if we have availability for your date. When is your party? Most Event Hawk users will tell you that the response they get is shocking. People appreciate this so much. Oh my God, you texted me right away. I was just on your site. No doubt, I know you were just on my site. We set a delay. You can set a delay between the time they're on your site and when you text them. We set it by default to 5 minutes, but you can set it to whatever you want. And they're in just such shock that they've called 3 places with an answer, and they were just on your site, and here you are texting them. Or they were just thinking about, how frustrated they are that they have to wait till they get out of work to call you, and they're going to lose your number, and they're going to be on the road, and they can't tell you everything. And here you are texting them, and now they can get all their questions answered while they're at work, while they're grocery shopping, while they're sitting with their family, without having to pick up the phone. And you don't have to pick up the phone either. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. We're getting up to 90% of these people reply within minutes, literally within minutes. Now, who knows the reply rate for an email? I know we got some pretty smart people in here. An average email, what's the reply rate for an email? If you send out a mass email or a marketing email saying, hey, take advantage of this or that, what's the reply rate or the open rate? Let's talk about that. If it doesn't make it to spam, anybody know? Come on, let's hear it. Well, you're lucky if you get like 3% to open your email. If you're lucky, okay? I mean, you must be like killing it. So 90%, up to 90% are replying within minutes, literally, because it is so relevant. We're not just sending it to random people. These people were just on your website. You're getting them when it's still fresh in their minds. You're not texting them when it's convenient for you. You're texting them when it's convenient for them, which is now. Now is when they're thinking about it. If you're going to text them in a couple hours, they probably book with somebody else, or it's just not the right time, or they got their hands full, or it's just whatever. So you do it now, and we do that for you, okay? So you can reply to the text messages from your desktop or from your mobile app. The customer will never know. Okay, we give you a mobile app. You can text them back from there or from the desktop. Got a really good question by Areld. So the number said, do you use our phone number as the sender? So we use Twilio. Twilio is the #1 texting service for because they're very big on compliance. Because you can easily get banned if you're doing non-compliant stuff. They're very compliant. So when you send out an email, you know how you have to have two separate emails? Best practice, if you're sending out marketing emails, you should use a separate email than when you're sending out like your quotes or your regular stuff for your customers. Because marketing emails have a very high chance of being marked as spam. And if your marketing emails are marked as spam, then probably all your emails are going to start being marked as spam. So you don't want your main company emails, when you send a customer an email that says, hey, your payment is due, or we're going to deliver it this time, or where do you want us to set up, or something like that. You don't want those emails going to spam. So you want to use a different email for marketing than you do for that kind of stuff. It's getting to be the same way with texting. There's so many spammers out there, so many scam calls that we give you a number. We give you a free number. We buy it for you. We have to pay for it. We use Twilio, or you can go to Twilio and get your own number and just send us the credentials to plug them in or whatever. You could probably use your business number if you want. I've never done it, but I know Twilio has that option. So it's up to you. But if you want a free number, we'll happily give it to you. If somebody marks your number as spam, then we'll get you another one. It's never happened, but you just use a separate phone number specifically for this. The client will never see your phone number, okay? They will never see your personal number. You can have 5 different people texting from this number, and it'll all go to them from that number. If they text you back, it goes to the app. If they call you back, we forward it to your business line. So all phone calls, if they call the new number that we give you, your phone number will ring, your business phone number. If they text it, then it goes to EventHawk, and that's where you can access it. So if you guys know how it is in the summertime, if you wanted to talk to like 5 people, right? You get a missed call and you call them back and they don't answer, and it takes you about an hour to talk to 5 people at best. With EventHawk, you can text 5 people and they're going to be happy to text you back. They're not going to be annoyed within like 5 minutes, right? It takes you like 2 minutes to text 5 people, especially that we give you templates. These templates, I had 3 people working in my office at one point. I hired 3 salespeople. We're a very successful company in the south side of Chicago, and I had 3 people answering phones and selling. It was the most frustrating experience of my life because I trained them and they would not talk to customers the way that I want them to. They would not say the right things. Like, I was the best salesman in my company, and I for whatever reason, I'm a crappy teacher, I guess. I couldn't get them to say it exactly the way I wanted to say it. These templates are lifesavers. I have pre-built templates for what you should say when they tell you the date. Instead of telling them, yes, that date is available, I built those out for you, these templates that they sell so well. They get people, they're designed to do 2 things. They're designed to sell, and they're designed to engage, to make people happy to work with you. It doesn't feel like a business transaction. It feels like they're talking to a friend. I've done tons of research on this, guys, and I'm gonna let you guys hear from some of the EventHawk users in a bit here, and they'll tell you that how well it works and how much better it is than just kind of their own responses. So it's more convenient. What you can expect with EventHawk is less phone calls, more texts, more bookings, hands down. So what else does EventHawk do? EventHawk combines your text messages, your emails, your phone calls, and your Facebook messages all in one place, all on one platform. And I'll show you what that looks like in a little bit. It combines all that stuff in one platform, and it even combines Google My Business messages. You can get more reviews from EventHawk. Okay, we started last year. We've been in business this is our 6th season, and up until last year we had 70 reviews. In 5 years we got 70 reviews for my own bounce house company, right? My own rental company. We were struggling. We were sending the emails to go out. We were doing all that, and we got 70 reviews. That's what we got. It was a little over 70. We started using EventHawk to automatically text, not email, automatically text people to the review request at the perfect time. And we went from 70 or 72 to 232 within just a couple months. We tripled our reviews that we got in 5 years in just a couple months, in half a season. And EventHawk helped us do that. And guess what we can do now? Now that we have so many reviews, we can now charge more. We can now sell more confidently. If anybody says anything about our price, we say, hey, we're not expensive. We're totally worth what we charge. You can go and look, here's our reviews. Check out what your neighbors are saying about us and how we're totally worth it. We're more confident sellers, we're faster sellers, and people fight over us. They fight over our products, not the other way around. We don't have to try to sell them. It's a beautiful thing. We're one of the more expensive companies out here, and it's a beautiful thing. And EventHawk made that possible for us. I've personally been building up something like EventHawk for the last 2 years. We've only been using it the way it is today, or building it up with the platform that it's on today, for about a year now, and we've been perfecting it, and it's just done wonders for us. We've released it to a couple people. But what else EventHawk does? Social proof. Social proof is gaining people's trust on your website. We have pop-ups that can have reviews pop up, not just a promotion. You can have a review pop up, like one of your 5-star reviews pop up, and talk about how much of an amazing company you are. I was hesitant to work with this company, and I was scared, and I got screwed by another company, but then they showed up. They were so professional. Everything was clean. You put one of those reviews on your website to build trust, like on your checkout page where people or where they add to cart and they don't necessarily check out, then that's going to do wonders for you. We offer you that as part of EventHawk. Sales funnels we've been talking about. It offers you to get more people of their contact information and follow up with them. And it works pretty much all around the world. I see a question about Canada. Some places like Australia, we've had people where they have to provide certain documentation to prove that they own the business before they can get a number. But yeah, pretty much works all over. In the United States, it's super simple. Canada also, we have a couple people using it in Canada right now. No problem, it works right away. Best part is, guys, we get most of this set up usually in 24 hours. We've had a ton of people sign up in the last week, so we've been a little pushing close to that 24-hour mark, but usually within a day it's live on your website, and within an hour people are making $1,000 or more, as you guys saw. So how does it look on the back end? Let me go ahead and show you guys that. So how does it look on the back end? So I showed you guys kind of how it works and everything. This is what the mobile app looks like. This is literally a screenshot of the mobile app. This is how you can text. You can text people pictures. You can text them, text. You can, more than one person can go ahead and text from your company if you have multiple salespeople. And you have a little dashboard on your mobile that shows you how many people came in, what they're worth, and your conversion rate. That's the mobile app. The desktop app looks like this. As you can see here, we got text messages, emails, Facebook messages, all in one place. And you get the same stats, and you can kind of see the funnel here and see what's going on with that and your conversion rate. So this is what it looks like on the back end. Emily asked if this is being recorded. It is, and it will be posted on our Facebook page. So let's hear. I'm going to go ahead and unmute some people from the Zoom. I don't know how this is going to go since we're going from Zoom to Facebook. We have some people here. We have people who signed up recently, like a week ago. We have people who signed up a couple months ago, and people that signed up just a couple weeks ago. So let's see who we're going to hear from. If one of you guys, how about, let's see. I'm gonna unmute somebody who signed up like really, really recently. Let's do Matthew. Matthew, I'm gonna go ahead and unmute you or ask you to unmute, and your loudest voice, please. Tell us your experience about Event Hawk so far. 1 week in, how things are going, what you like, what you don't like. Just be brutally honest here. Having second thoughts? Let me see. All right, let's try. How about Michael Grant? You want to mute yourself, bud? Tell us a little bit about your operation, how you're liking this.
Hi, Tariq. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Hope everybody on Facebook can hear you too. Go for it.
Okay. So about a month and a half ago, I was introduced to Event Hawk by Jana. I had about 2 rentals a weekend, and I was paying for SEO, and all the results were there as far as, what was promised to me, being on the front page, but none of that was converting to dollars in my pocket. So Jana explains to me the process. I sign up, and within a day, after everything was all set up, I started seeing bookings. So right now I send her a message. I'll go boom, because that indicates that, hey, we have another booking. So with the back end office, I took a few hours in the middle of the night, just basically going through all the videos. Everything was self-explanatory. It was easy to navigate. And pretty much now what I do is I work overnight as a police officer, so I'll set my alarm for 9 o'clock. I answer those calls, and what I found is that, once you answer within that first hour, you pretty much are guaranteed to get, 1 or 2 of those bookings. And those are bookings that people would have left the site without me even knowing. Or, I have ERS, I would get the incomplete order email, but at that point, if you don't answer, or if they have a question, or if another website is a little simpler to navigate, they're pretty much moving on. So I experienced that before Event Hawk, and after Event Hawk, I've been able to save the business and save those sales that I wouldn't have had before. It's just pretty much been a lifesaver to me. I can't say anything that I don't like about it because I'm still, fairly new. So everything is just a learning process, and me adjusting, myself and our business to, fit what works, and, doing what you guys are doing. So that's been my experience.
Thanks, Mike. Is there anything that made you not want to sign up before you signed up? What kind of hesitation did you have, or what have you been hearing, or what were you worried about? Was there any reason that you didn't want to sign up, and then later on you're like, okay, this like what were some of the challenges for you to sign up?
I can't say that I had any, because I was pretty much at the lowest point, having 1 or 2 bookings a week. I was just basically looking for that light at the end of the tunnel, hope, and Jana was basically open and honest with me, letting me know that, hey, this isn't going to be a magic pill. This is something that you can use to, work with what you already have in place. So that I think I was a little bit different because I was in a more of a desperate state. Like, hey, I need some help, and I was open and willing to do what you guys are doing.
That's awesome, man. That really makes my day to hear that. Well, thank you for chiming in, man. I know you're on your way to work, but hopefully we catch you in the Zoom as well.
Absolutely. Thanks.
All right, so let's talk to Jana. Everybody's mentioning Jana. Let's go ahead and unmute Jana here, and let's hear kind of what Jana's been with. You know, we did Jana's ads for a while, and at the end of last year, we were like, hey, I've been using this thing called EventHawk. I think you might like it. I wasn't even planning to offer it to everybody. And then she kind of, I don't think EventHawk would be where it is today if she didn't love it so much. So go ahead and tell us. She really encouraged me to sell it and make it available to everybody. It was just something I was using for myself, and I enjoyed it. And go ahead, see what you got to say.
Hey guys, everybody knows that I'm a huge fan. There's no secrets to that. But yeah, I think my favorite thing about it, all is that it really works. And like most of you, when Tariq was just, he was just telling me about it. He's like, what do you think? Would you want to just tell me what you think about it? And I was like, no, I don't have time for this. Like, you're crazy. I don't like to talk to people as it is. I feel like I'm attached to my phone. And like for a couple of weeks, he would just stay on me. He's like, just look at it, And so finally, like on a Sunday afternoon, I decided to give it a go. And, like within 3 or 4 hours, I booked 3 orders. And I was like, okay, I feel bad. This guy was right. This really does work. Everybody needs this. This is incredible. Let's do this. And that, user experience for me has continued. I mean, we signed up in October. We started using it, I guess, in October, and I'm probably a bigger fan now than I was then. But the most important thing is you have to work for it. You have an online. Most of us have online booking platforms, and I think we lose sight of the fact that we're kind of spoiled by that. Because that website will generate a percentage of orders, and we don't have to do much work. But if you pull up your incomplete orders or your I don't know, abandoned quotes, I don't know what it's called with the other platforms because I use ERS, but the amount of people that are looking at your products and leaving or adding them to the cart and leaving your site is troublesome. Like for me, I was always like, oh my gosh, what is the problem? I could spend this money. I can, add these buttons and all that kind of stuff. It never mattered. Like it didn't work. It didn't convert. And when I started using EventHawk, people were converting within the first 5 minutes of a text conversation. My phone calls got cut down dramatically. Like nobody ever calls me anymore. They just want to text, and I am okay with that. I can talk to 3 people at a time via text versus being on this phone with somebody for 5 or 10 minutes and missing a call or 2 and then having to backtrack, and just kind of like a never-ending cycle. So we've had, great success conversion-wise. And then in addition to that, on the review side, that's like another, there's just so many things that I love about that I truly love about it. But I mean, we started with like 134 reviews, I think, in late September, and we just hit the 300 mark. Yes, that was huge for us. So I just, I know I'm crazy. I know I'm a fan of it, and those of you that I've talked to personally or, via Messenger, I really hope that that everything I tell you comes from a genuine place, because I really believe in EventHawk. I believe in Tariq, and, we're proof, or I'm proof, or whatever, of how it can work and how it can benefit the smaller guys that are looking, to grow and focus more on converting.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Jenna. Really appreciate it. Jenna's definitely been in my corner I'd be lying to you if I told you I didn't offer to pay her. She just won't take it. She's like, I want to do my thing. She doesn't want to work for me. Smart girl. Let's hear from Al. I don't know if Al's available. I know you said you might be busy, but I know he's in here. So let's see if Al will grace us with his presence. Al Sanchez, my friend. Might be putting fires out there. All right, let's skip over. So let's go through real quick before we'll hear from a couple more people. Here, let's hear from Sean. Sean, you available? You like to join in? There's Sean. What's up, Sean?
Hey. So I probably like a lot of people on the call were a little reluctant. I would going to be discounting some of my tickets too much. I was worried about having the pop-up be there. I hate pop-ups on sites myself. So I was questioning a lot of things. Like some of the other people that were talking on before me here, talked to Jana. Jana and I talked today. We've become actually pretty decent friends over this topic here. But got it fully installed. I was having my website redone. So just got it installed this week. First day up, talked to 7 or 8 people and got 3 orders from it. And this is a time where I'm in a kind of a cold weather market, Kansas City, and not a lot of orders are being had right now. So those orders mean a lot this time of year. So it works for sure. I'll be honest, I haven't gotten into some of the reviews and things like that, but from what I've seen and from what I've heard, I'm excited about it. I do love the fact that I can talk to people and talk to people right away. I know that answering the call the first time or texting within the first few minutes, you're gonna get a lot more sales overall. So I think that the ability to do that, it's right on my phone, just like everything else in life right now, just makes things easy. So super excited about it, and it's been, like I said, only a weekend, 4 orders, got another one today, so super pumped. I don't know that I wouldn't necessarily have gotten those orders before. I definitely think that talking to these folks, just putting them at a little bit at ease based on simple questions that honestly, if they had looked, they probably could have found on my website anyway. But because I talked to them, they felt better about it and placed the order. So
awesome. Thank you very much for sharing,
Yep.
Sean. I'm still surprised to this day that Sean signed up. He gave me such a hard time. He was just like, I don't think this is for me. So let's jump right into it. Let's go ahead and talk the big stuff. So how much is it and what does it do? Real quick, these are just most of the things that EventHawk can do for you. EventHawk is your virtual salesman. You have drip campaigns. You get more bookings with EventHawk. You have a virtual salesman, so you get more bookings. You have drip campaigns, so you get more reviews, pop-ups and social proof, so you build more trust on your website. Okay, everybody says, I want to charge my worth. Well, how are they going to know your worth if your website looks like everybody else's website? It just has vinyl on it. You need to show them those reviews. You need to show them that stuff, and we give you an opportunity to do that with with EventHawk. You have automated 2-way texting, not just one way. A lot of people, if you have certain bookings, you could text one way, but if they text you back, you don't see it. So you get more texting and less phone calls. You have an SMS chat widget. You could keep your talk. A lot of people, they use EventHawk and they still want to keep their talk. They like the ding. They like to hear that people are on their website. Great, you can keep it. You don't have to use our chat widget. That's optional. We have templates that are guaranteed to book, so you get bigger orders, guaranteed. Okay, we even have automated texts that you can set up to go out and upsell people. Okay, instead of having all your upsells right where your checkout button is, and people are like, oh man, maybe should I get a chair or should I get a cotton candy machine or not? Let me think about it. You just prevented people from moving forward and giving you their credit card number. Get rid of your upsells. Just let them give you the money. Upsell them later. You could send them a text the week before their party and be like, hey, we got a couple extra cotton candy machines or tables and chairs or whatever. Just tell me which one you want, and we'll deliver it all together. Charge it to your card on file. You can have unlimited users. Okay, unlimited people can access your EventHawk. You can have more than one person. If you have you and your wife, or if you have workers, people that work in the office, you can have as many as you want. You could send out automated delivery and update texts. And you could customize those delays. So you could set up text to go out at a certain day of the week, certain hour of the day. You could set a different, once they fill out the form, I want it to go out this much. Once they say this, say that. You can automate the whole thing. Automated review requests, like we talked about. You can customize those texts. And I love that you can combine texting, Facebook messages, emails on the phone, and phone calls all in the same place. I hate Facebook messages because it's just so hard they're like in another app, and it's so nice to have it all in one place. You get happier customers with EventHawk. That's the end of it. You get happier customers and happier you. because your customers are happier, your pockets are fatter, and you're not on the phone all summer. It's awesome. So the big question, how much? How much is Event Hawk? Okay. Now I'm going to tell you how much it's not. It really is worth $495. It really is. And you guys know that I didn't bring it here to charge you $495 a month. But if it was $495 a month and you're hearing all these people say that they're making thousands of dollars their first day, it would totally be worth it. I know it's worth that. I think anybody that uses it knows it's worth that, but that's not what we're charging. We're not even charging $295 or even $195. We're charging $97 a month. And if you sign up today, by the end of the month, we're only charging $50 for the first month. So I'm going to put the link to go ahead and sign up, and then we're going to go ahead and jump on the Zoom. If you sign up, you get the $47 off. So it's only $50 for your first month. 30-day risk-free guarantee. That's my guarantee. If within the 30 days you don't like it for any reason, you can quit, take all the money you made, and I'll give you your $50 back, and we part ways. Boom. That's how confident I am that this works. There's really absolutely no reason why you wouldn't do this. Honestly, there's just not, because you can use it, you can try it, and what's 50 bucks, right? And if you don't like it, I'm not going to take your money on or off. It's yours. You just come back. So let me go ahead and share that link real quick in the comments here. So sign up here. So not only that, we have free expert setup. It's super easy to set up. I'm a teacher, so I have all these videos that you guys can go ahead and watch and set it up yourself. The onboarding process, people, I mean, within 24 hours, we're having it set up and live and making money on the site like you guys saw. It's not like your booking software where it took you a week to set up. Within 24 hours, I mean, we've been, again, we're usually within an hour or two, but we've had so many people sign up recently, it's getting to that day mark. And we're offering to do that free for you. Just send over a temporary login and we'll take care of it for you. You can set it up yourself. If you sit in front of the computer, it takes me 15 minutes to set it up. I'll be honest with you. It takes me 15 minutes to set it up for one of you guys. It's probably going to take you an hour. If for you to do it because you're not experienced, you sit in front of your desktop for an hour, you can set it up on your own. If it gives you a hard time, just send over a login. I'll fix it for you, set it up. It's live on your site. Change the login and it's yours. We also have a Facebook group where we have all the Event Hawk users. They're always in there sharing different tips on different things that you could be doing to make more money. And it's really awesome. I'd love the opportunity to work with you guys. I'll leave you guys with this, and then we'll jump on the Zoom. Anybody who is not on the Zoom right now, I'll share the link again. But if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. That's by Henry Ford. So if you want different results this year, if you want significantly different results, I mean, there's no reason not to. We have the reviews, we have the results, we have all the proof in the world, and you guys could go ahead and sign up now. The sooner you sign up, the sooner we can set it up for you. I'm posting the Zoom link in the comments one more time if you guys want to talk to me or have some questions. If you're watching this live, if you're not watching this live, well, guess what? I have Event Hawk on my website. So if you guys go to eventhawk360.com.
Ari,
Yes, sir.
I'm so sorry. I
Okay.
have one person here, and I noticed that you unmute my microphone on my screen. So I apologize for that. I don't know if you allow me, to talk a little bit about my experience. I don't know if I am late. If no, it's okay.
That's okay. Let me just show them the website real quick, and then we'll turn over to you.
Perfect. Yes, of course.
Yeah, if you guys have questions after this meeting, you guys can go ahead and join the Zoom right now. I'll talk to you guys live. But if you're not watching this live and you have questions, just go to eventhawk360.com, and we have this little chat widget here. Her name's Kim. You guys can go ahead and click that and just leave me a note, and I'll text you back. I will text you back the answers to your questions because I use Event Hawk, and you guys are going to love it. So with that, I'll go ahead and shut down the Facebook. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been so awesome. If I missed any of your questions, I do apologize. I'll turn back to them as soon as I'm done here. All right, you guys have a great day.